the brain rot epidemic, where everyone is a victim. Let's take a trip back in time. March 2020, when life felt real. Wake up, go to school, play outside, eat, game, go to bed, and repeat. Every day felt exciting and new. Sure, phones were around, and so was social media, but it didn't rule our lives because social media was simpler at the time. Just liking your friends' posts and connecting with people on Snapchat. It was simple because the world around us is awesome, and it has so much to offer that your phone really can't. Plus, we all had amazing childhoods. From building Legos, to making friends and enemies, to playing all kinds of outdoor games. Life was great. New memories were made every day. You know what? Let's watch the news. When was the last time I did that?
Is now necessary to stop the spread of COVID-19.
Oh my god, 2 weeks off of school? Let me text my friends, we could get an infected game going. Okay, what's this social distancing? I mean, I guess I could shoot hoops on my own. Is this some kind of joke? Nope, and for the next year, you'll be inside all alone. Well, there's gotta be something I can do, right? Then you scroll and scroll so much that 2025, somebody tweet that. Hashtag, where did the time go? This virus reshaped society as we once knew it. Not just for Gen Z, but for all generations. I mean, there's an old man in the car next to you doom scroll because being in lockdown made everyone accustomed to being on their phones with no signs of stopping. Question is, what are the effects of this rising addiction in today's world? What about the future? And how can we free ourselves from scrolling once and for all? All the answers and more in this video. Wait, are you okay? Now you may think you are being productive every day by scrolling on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat, but you aren't. You're just draining your energy away to the point where you are exhausted. Like you'll wake up, scroll for 2 hours, and not be able to recall any of the last 10 reels that you just watched. It's concerning. The low energy will only make us fatter, more depressed, and lazier. On top of that, do you have any idea what bright and fast-moving screens do to your eyes? You're pushing your brain to the limits by trying to process images popping in and out of videos, especially short-form content, because yeah, they're ridiculously fast. Everywhere you look nowadays, people are tied to their phones, like they can't live without it. Sure, before COVID, people were on their phones, but now it's everywhere. The worst part is, brain rot is literally making all of us dumb. Think about it. We aren't even fazed by exhaustion. Our brains are just on autopilot because the dopamine rush keeps us coming back for more, like a hungry hippo. When's the last time you even watched a slow-paced video for more than 10 seconds? That's what I thought, because our attention spans are shrinking, which leads to people being unemployed because people don't want to do something that is both boring and uninteresting. They'd rather be glued to fast entertainment the rest of their lives and rot in their grave. See what I did there? So these people will stay at home with zero social interactions whatsoever, just doom scrolling, hoping that life will magically hand them money. Don't you see? A lot of us are being tricked by social media because it's consuming all of our lives. Phones have been around way before I was born. They made history by being able to talk to anybody in the comfort of your home. Nowadays, they are more than that. They collect our mail, they invest our money, they help us get jobs, and most importantly, they're entertaining. Truthfully, we abuse the privilege of having a phone because whenever we are facing adversity in life, we will always turn to them. There are millions of apps on here that will keep you nice and comfortable for hours on end. Social media, originally a way for people to share updates on their lives and connect with others, is making us stupid. When TikTok blew up in 2019, that's when things really got off the rails. It added a new format to content viewing, or at least reinvented Vines or Musical.lys. Okay, I don't know how we didn't see this coming. Like, what are people even watching right now on these apps? What might be the scariest part of this entire epidemic is what is happening to the younger generation. Yeah, they're cooked. Because they all want to be the next crazy big influencer that does a bunch of crazy stunts and hand people boatloads of money. I love you, Jimmy. All jokes aside, these kids will be growing up only caring about their reputation, aka where they stand in the digital hierarchy. Plus, these kids will be speaking straight brain rot 24/7. I swear, in 2050, brain rot will feel like the plague. Oh, you also know somebody that's into Skibbity Toilet? Haha. What a small world. The thing is, the future is in the hands of the next generation, and we are not giving them the best start. Kids learn from their parents. I said their parents, not a phone. Well, their teachers are now the iPhones they were given at 6 years old. Yeah, parents, you gotta do a better job. Instead of giving them a tablet so they can leave you alone, how about you try and get them outside, or teach them about science, or do anything that avoids technology. Because when you hand them that tablet, they aren't learning from you anymore. They are learning from the tablet. And that's how your kid's brain will develop develop through watching John Pork. It unfortunately will also replace many essential needs for them. Want to go outside? Well, why not watch people do crazy stunts outside on YouTube? You might be thinking that things right now aren't so bad for kids. Yeah, look again. Even kids' shows have grown ridiculous. The OG brain rot. Watching your favorite TV characters in a fast-paced video offered entertainment while gaining zero knowledge. Where have I heard that before? Heck, in today's world, these kids are unable to learn anything unless it's less than 2 seconds. What I'm trying to get at is being outside and learning social skills is crucial to our development. At the rate we are going, many of the next generations will struggle to grow. Gen Z and Gen Alpha will always turn to the screens. It's how society has evolved over the past few decades. So they'll forever be iPad kids with some form of ADHD. We're doomed to fail. Crucial time to develop skills are replaced by internet fluff at a young age. So what happens when they're older and need to actually get jobs? Oh, yeah, honestly, I don't think they'll be needed. We're seriously cool with AI being a thing, but when these kids are older, they may very well be replaced. It's not like their parents had developed skills for them anyways to be better than a robot. Okay, that might have been too harsh, but I really can't imagine what the future of brain rot will be, because brain rot nowadays is already pretty stupid. Well, at least some of us are benefiting from it. Yeah, the people that make the content. So what will the future of these kids look like? Well, to be honest, once these kids are old enough to have their own, they won't know a damn thing about parenting. They'll give their kids phones at an early age like their parents did. Yeah, the creators of WALL-E definitely cooked. We're all gonna be floating in these in a few years when our brains stop functioning. But I don't think brain rot is permanent. If you made it this far, then I'm sure you're aware of how dangerous it can be, which is good. You're taking the first step to being free. A growing amount of people are watching self-improvement videos because they know how bad their addiction is and they want it to stop. I don't think humanity is doomed for sure. There is definitely hope. We just got to get off our butts and realize that brain rot will only make us slaves to our phones. Believe it or not, there's a good side to social media, but many people don't take advantage of it. Start watching slower formed content to rewire your brain. Watch videos specifically that will help you better yourself. Build healthy habits and stay away from brain rot. We need to start reversing the consequences happening to us to take back control of our lives. Put that phone down and start improving every day. Wait, what am I supposed to do without a phone? Well, in this video, I listed 77 things you can do without a phone.